So absolutely, podcaster burnout is something that happens. And in fact, we were just talking about that stat that only 18% of current podcasts are active. And I think one of the reasons why this happens is because we aren't getting that instant gratification with a podcast. And when we don't get that instant gratification, we wonder if it's working.
Mm.
But when you accept that a podcast is going to take delayed gratification, meaning it's if you spend the time, if you spend the effort and the consistency to not only build it and continue to create episodes, but also promote it and feel really proud about what you're doing, that gratification is going to come in the future. And so that is the key to staying away from podcaster burnout. One of the keys, I would say. And then the ways that you can set yourself up for success. So I'm a really organized person. I will be the first to admit that. Slightly, yeah, just over the top. But the things that I really need to do in order to keep my podcasts on track. The first thing I really like to do is I like to make sure that I'm chunking down my tasks. So I'm not just saying I need to do this episode and then thinking of all of the things that I need to do in order for that to happen. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, today, I'm going to vet, if I'm doing an interview style podcast, for example, I'm going to vet 10 potential guests today. I'm going to send them an email and I'm going to respond to them as they come through. And then another example would be tomorrow, let's film or let's record our intro and outro for the next 3 episodes. So you're going to chunk those tasks down so that they just feel a little bit more manageable. And then the second thing I would definitely recommend would be, this one is kind of funny, and I've heard this from, I think it's from James Clear. I'm not quite sure who told me about this, but if you add your tasks into your calendar, that is going to be a key way to make it happen for you. So I start to recognize how long a task will take me. So it takes me an hour to record an intro and an outro for 3 episodes, for instance. So let's add that to Monday at 10 a.m. So I know Monday at 10 a.m., according to my calendar, I'm recording those intro and outros. That's just what I do. That's what I'm not going to get distracted. I'm not going to let myself choose to get a coffee instead. Okay, maybe sometimes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that dedicated time, and I treat it like it's a meeting with myself.
Mm.
So I have to show up for myself, accountability for my calendar. And then the third thing that I love to suggest, and it's something that I do regularly, I'm a very visual person. And so this is definitely for the podcast listener out there who is very visual like me. I like to see every step of the way of my episode. So I have this thing, I use Trello, and Trello is basically a project management tool if you haven't heard of it. And you can take one episode, and you can, in this template that I use, I move it along, I check off the boxes when I'm done with a task, and it feels so gratifying when you finally move an episode into the completion folder. So that is something that I do consistently every week. It's something that I live by. And in fact, I do offer it for free on my website. So I know we're going to put that in the show notes for you. So please go ahead and go use that. Trello is a free subscription as well. So that's something you can do straight away and take advantage of that strategy that I use.